Hello everybody, this is Professor Swampert with another battle video. This is the regional finals of the NBL Victory Road Tournament. Since I'm only choosing to do one a week, I chose this one over my own match. Sorry guys, I did get crushed by Ahmad. He beat the crap out of me. Anyways, this is a long match, so let's go ahead and jump right in. You can see we both have some pretty defensive Pokemon. And I didn't really watch it, so we're both along for the ride. I was going to lead off for Rotom Fan, which isn't that common, mostly because Rotom W is just so much better, but whatever. I mean, Marvin's known for using some different Pokemon. Marvin actually defeating the number 1 seed Carlos in the semifinals of the regional championship. So winner of this will go on to the finals, or winner of this will go on to will win Johto Region and go on to the finals. But as you can see, it brings in Chansey to take any attack from him. It doesn't matter really what Rotom Fan's going to do against because it's a Chansey. Obviously with Eviolite, I mean it's already got a crazy high special defense, but with Eviolite it's already, I mean it's just more. But even with Eviolite defenses, Chansey does not want to stay against Conkeldurr. Conkeldurr has a very, 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 very high attack. So, very much not wanting to stay in there. Doesn't matter what really Conkeldurr was going to hit him with, it was going to hurt. But Quagsire comes in and take it. Quagsire, a very defensive Pokemon, and also a very uncommon Pokemon. Not exactly something you expect to see. And it's going to go for a Swagger, which normally a very scary thing to give a 2+ to a Conkeldurr. But in this one case, it's fine because Quagsire obviously has Unaware, so it's not going to be taking that. It's going to be base attack only. And then he's going to get that Confusion, go for the Recover, heal himself up a bit, get Quagsire almost back to full health, so it's not like he's really scared of anything at this point. Going to probably take that Drain Punch well. I mean, considering it's a Conkeldurr, I mean, doing anything under the 50% is taking it well. Go for that second Swagger. Now you got a +4 Conkeldurr staring at you. That's terrifying in most situations, but yet again in this situation there is a little clause added to the end of that. You go for the knockoff, which isn't going to do as much now. Because he has no item. And Teika's going to heal up again. And you'll see why this is a long match. He's going to bring in a Shuckle named Tank. And Quagsire doesn't care. Quagsire's going straight for that Swagger again. Wants to get him to hit himself as much as possible. Plus that Stealth Rock damage does add up. People don't seem to realize it. Oh, he's going to waste his Lumberry right there. That's a good thing to have happen. He's going to switch out to his Gliscor, which is not scared of really anything Shuckle normally can do. You can knock off his item, but, you know, he's already poisoned, so whatever. Now you just need to heal him of his poison. So it's probably a good idea for him to switch out, considering he has nothing else he can do against it, really. And it brings in Bisharp, which I'm really confused as to why he did this. Because he's a Gliscor and you're a Bisharp. He's going to... If he had just Earthquaked, which would still hit Shuckle for quite a bit, it was going to hurt your Bisharp a lot, too. So I'm not really sure why you'd bring in Bisharp to tank a possible Earthquake. Way too many people on the Pokemon on this team have knockoff, dude. Way too many. And I think this ultimately is undoing this. The fact that once you knock off a Pokemon's item, there's no point to keep hitting knockoff, but almost his entire team is on knockoff. I think the score was 1-1 at this point. I can't remember if this was the third match or the first match. So either it was 1-1 or 0-0. Either way, they both won one. From what I heard of the one Marvin won, it was a lot of coin flips. Marvin's a very big believer in luck, and that's about how he wins most of his matches. Now, don't get me wrong, he's not a bad battler in the first place, just lots of luck. There's that knockoff from Gliscor, which will get off his Choice Scarf, which is actually pretty good, because now that Rotom is going to be much slower than it was. gonna be easier to KO. But Gliscor not being the craziest special defense is gonna lose his substitute right there. And Rotom's gonna keep trying to chip away as Gliscor goes for another substitute. Been very busy the last few weeks, that's why I haven't been able to upload it all. I'm getting ready to upload all the MBL battle videos at the same time. So, check out the videos after this one. That's going to be a championship match. Not much to say. More air slashing, more substituting, you know, the usual. Slowly but surely getting him down. I'm going to protect here, heal a little bit so that Rotom won't be able to straight up KO you. And like I said, I don't think I haven't watched this battlefield very much before, so I was... Oh, I thought he was going to switch out Chansey. Never mind. Oh no, he's just going to come for the substitute again. I don't like Gliscors like this. My Gliscor's way more offensive. But then again, what can I say? He's winning a match and I lost mine, so whatever. We're over halfway there. One day, that Rotom's gonna die. I don't think Marvin has much of a choice at this point. There's nothing really on his team that can take on Gliscor besides Rotom, so he's kind of stuck just fighting it and not doing a great job. Excuse me, sorry. It's early in the morning. I'm trying to get this all done before I go to work. And we're going to bring in Salamence. That's a very powerful Pokemon. Shiny Salamence. Why do all the shiny dragons... Well, I guess not all of them, but they're like green. Knocking off. Go, Gliscor, go! Oh, wow, he had a choice. I was actually about to ask, why did it do so much damage? That's just ridiculous. He's going to bring in his Quagsire. Obviously a very defensive Quagsire, and see how well he takes it. Not too well. But, and he will live the second one. Some min-max damage shenanigans going on here. That was quite the pull-out. So Quagsire comes in, takes a couple hits, decides, yeah, I don't want to be in here. So he's going to bring in Durant. Really don't want to let that Salamence have the Moxie boost. So Durant's probably going to be... I assume this is one of those entrainment Durants. The very first thing they go for, almost without a doubt, is entrainment. So now it'll be Truant. So Salamence can only attack every other turn. It's a really good way to slow down Salamance's killing spree. So as you can see, he'll be confused. Durant's going to come out, obviously, because he is Truant, so this turn he's not going to do anything anyway. So he's going to bring in Quagsire, who can at least take one hit. Obviously, Marvin has no choice but to switch out, because a Truant, anything is useless. And unfortunately for him, the only thing he can go into that will do enough damage to try and KO this Quagsire is his Conkeldurr, which, as we saw earlier in the match, was not effective at all in taking out Quagsire. And Quagsire is going to go ahead and heal up all over him, probably go for a Swagger. I mean, at this point, Marvin's options are extremely slim, and I'm not entirely sure, but I have a strong feeling it was because of the team he chose at the beginning. He just did not have an effective team to fight Tick's current team. I mean, it's nothing against him, it's not his fault. It's just, he just got unlucky. But, it's just one of those things. that's the thing about Pokemon. Sometimes you bring a team, it looks good on paper, and then your opponent just happens to show up with a team that's good to beat yours. I mean, I know the feeling. Me and Ahmed's match, or Ahmed and I'm sorry, match. We actually, our first match was pretty horrific. I mean, the match was almost over within the first like 10, 12 turns. And our second match, the match was over in like turn 2. So, I did not do well, guys. I suck. So, Quagsire is going to continue to heal up after he's confused and stuff like that. Bringing in Durant, because Durant's awesome, you know. Probably go for that entrainment again. But it doesn't really matter at this point, because now Salamence is down, and there's nothing really on Marvin's team that can KO that Quagsire. It's kind of just... At this point, it's more or less Tick is cleaning up. Go for that superpower. That'll easily be a KO. Probably a KO even at full health. It doesn't really matter, but Durant isn't exactly a weak Pokemon. Doesn't bring in Kingpin. Durant can't do anything. It's gonna be Truant this turn, but Conkeldurr isn't really a setup Pokemon. There's very few sets of Conkeldurr nowadays that are actually setup sets, so I don't think it really mattered what Tick did right there, because Conkeldurr wasn't going to do anything no matter what. But he does switch out to Shuckle instead. It's not really... Which, normally, I would actually think this would be a bad idea, because most Quagsire I know carry either Waterfall or Scald, but this one obviously doesn't, so... Sorry. Got a cat in my throat. Or maybe it's a Shuckle. And that residual damage is going to be helpful, but Gliscor heals too much for it to make a big impact. And there's the late game Stealth Rocks. Not really sure what he's going for there, but whatever, I guess. And Gliscor's going to go for that Earthquake. And right here, I do believe Marvin forfeits out. Yeah. And that's gonna that's gonna be the end. Marvin obviously runs. There's not much you can do at that point. You haven't even got to his Mega. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with me today. But Marvin did have 3 guys left, so I really hate it when people do that. But whatever, I guess there's the match. Tick wins it and moves on to face Ahmad in the finals. So thank you all for watching. Remember to check me out as Professor Swampert over at TSAG, and come over to Nuevo League and sign up for the next season. It'll be awesome. Anyways, bye.